hell. As we go left and away we go. And Heels gets a good start. And now Pip down into turn one. It seems as if Pip has gone on a way better start than Heels. And now down into turn two. It will be.
He's just about. He's right next to Hockenheimrign as well, but I think he's just lost out. He's at threat from all the other cars now. He's has shifted down. Jay-Z has now found his way up to fourth from a low position. Hockenheimrign is still keeping a position. And my goodness, it's very close, but you can see that Hayas has just pulled a nice few car lengths ahead from the rest of the field. So the Ferraris in 2 and 3, they're going to want to try and start taking down Hayas, but they're going to have to try and start doing it before the end of the lap because they don't want him to travel too far off. What is it? Nura, all the way from a lower down position, he's made his way up to fourth place. Hockenheimrign is back up to second. He's going to try and make the run and try and get past the Alpine driver by the end of the lap. Similarly, Nura is also trying to get... Where?
Hockenheimrign went wide a little bit out of the not long hairpin, but on the banking as we go through turn one, and now...
Oh, that's 15th place. Sebastian, he's crashed at the pit entry. Many drivers into the pits. That's a ridiculous amount of guys in the pits. Yeah, Karen?
As Heos is having a battle with Hockenheimrign and Heos jockeyed for position for second. As Heos wants that 1-2, but Hockenheimrign not letting it go just yet. As we go down through turn one and onto the DRS straight, Heos has the DRS now and down into turn two. As Heos will go round the outside and go right into second place. And with the DRS, it should seal that battle for now.
They're sort of catching up now to Nura as well. So Nura, who's sort of looking very clear at the start, he's now been sort of. They're catching up to him significantly, and it's almost looking. It looks like Chaos might have even got ahead of Nura, the Kazakhstan driver. He's not looking as clear as he was before, and it's now looking like Chaos. He's taking the lead.
As we can see down into the stadium.
Oh, what is the Haas doing? Adrian, okay. Adrian's pulled in. That was impressive. While Fire and all the others above them, Fire, Turks, Jay-Z, Steve, Lightning, Pip, Chaos, Popo, and Nura are all going to have to go onto a set of mediums or hards, but notoriously those aren't great around here. So really, it's going to be a battle to see who is quickest, and also who can surpass a bit more of a helpful strategy.
Yep, and as we go back to the front, SYZ, I want to know your opinion on this race and how you're feeling this race is going.
Honestly, it's my first time commentating, and oh my goodness, I have no idea because of the lag. I have to get used to it. But looking at it, Nura is looking good at the lead with slowly pulling away from 0.2 seconds to 0.5, and off lead Nura also leads Hay and leads Poco into the race, and everyone else is just a few seconds behind. And Bees is obviously way behind Fire, so that is something to see. And everyone else is just ridiculously far apart from each other. So the front packs are looking really competitive over here. They need to be really precise with their actions, which I think is quite exciting for me to see in the first race that I'm hosting. So yeah, I'll get back to you guys.
Yep, thank you very much. As we see Nura obviously leading this race 6/10 ahead of Hayos. He's now gapping the field as Poco trying to just keep up with the Alpine duo. Obviously this Alpine duo is pretty strong as they are 1-2 in this race. I'm not sure if this is the first time they are having a 1-2, but as we can see, Pip has fallen into the clutches of the Saita of Steve 3900, and we will obviously carry on with this race as it is. We'll lead this race as
that's interesting. He might. I don't know what will happen to Jay-Z here, because he's gonna need to how I say it, he needs to change compound, and he started on the softs and went to a set of softs. And I don't think I missed out him pitting off a set of mediums, because he's always been that front pack, and you wouldn't be in that front geared box, you'd be in the sort of second grouping of cars. But speaking of a bit of second grouping of cars, Beast has made a second pit stop now, so he'll be out there. Nura might be trying to eke these tyres to the end, but there's also a big chance that he will be boxing again new tyres, because the mediums don't tend to be a reliable set of tyres around this track on these cars. Especially that Hayars is also boxing to a new set of softs. So that, you can see how much he's closed up to his teammate, and we'll definitely see that in terms of position changes, probably in the next few laps.
Obviously, Hios is just going to go cruising around the outside, just sails past, as obviously the front runners, none of them pitted for the medium compound tyres, so it does seem they're just going to have to do a one last lap sprint or something. They're going to have to do something with their strategy to try and, because they have to change compound, obviously. But going back to the fight between the two Ferraris, these two are pretty close, but they're not quite fighting as much. And so I'm trying to find a fight, which is not really a fight, because Turk and Beasteva, are both fighting here, as Turk ahead of Beasteva for now, as Fire is also within that fight. As, yeah, these three are probably the ones to watch for now. This is the battle for 6th place. Could be the battle for the lead eventually, because because the front runners have not pitted or not changed compounds quite yet.
That's Steve getting past Beast though. So Steve is now essentially.
Nura's taking a penalty, and that might just give him the chance for Beast to probably just hone in on him that much more. As it seems like Beast and Steve.
Steve is now the guy that we're going to be trying to look at and trying to see, catch up. Beast still is in that battle between these two, 14.8 seconds. And Nura, at the end of this sector, we will see his loss to the lead. We know that he's further than 6 seconds. He is
9 seconds.
10 seconds. Let's say 10. There's a 5-second difference, and Steve and Beast will be gaining on him, maybe about 3/10 each sector. But keep in mind, 3/10 each sector,
he's
7 laps to go. He's pitted. Beast and Steve will be wanting to stay out to the end, because they're on decent tyres, but Nura has box for any set of tyres. But he's not going to be a huge amount quicker. Beast is still in the 103s, and so is Steve. So he's going to have to pull out some absolutely insane laps. But is he going to though? Because keep in mind, at the end of the first sector, we'll see when Nura sits. Let's have a look. 24 seconds off the lead. He's going to have to be pulling out 2.5 seconds a lap or so to get past Beast and Steve. So it doesn't seem to be enough to possibly catch up to Steve by the end of this race. There's 3 laps remaining, which means that he'll probably gain about 3 seconds, which means he could possibly get right up to just ahead of Turk. That's the best that he'd be expecting.
Then we have 2 laps to go, I believe, here at Hockenheim, and this is it. He is still leading the way, but Poco is less than a second behind. This right here is within the nearest range, I believe, and we've got less than a second between them as they come down into the turn, and you can see them pushing every single corner. They are taking the apex just well enough to be led in straight into one of the turns, and then we will be on to the last lap in just a few seconds. And we are seeing Poco right now is still 0.8 seconds behind Hay, which is still within DRS range, so everything could change in just a few while. And now they are going straight into turn 1 of the last lap, So yeah, there is no mistakes allowed here.
He's managed to just sail past many drivers, but he's not going to have enough in the fuel tank to get past Steve. But you see the top 4 pile into the pits. They're going to be chucking on the medium tires. Or they could go any higher. These guys
is going to come out right ahead of the two of obviously Hayos and Poco. So those two are going to be just fine for the 2 podium places. Maybe maybe
Nura is not ahead of Hayas and Poco.
But he could.
Nura is still 2.5 off, so either he's going to have to pull some absolute just crass water later. He's going to have to pull some crazy moves or not, but Steve is going to win this one from almost a sort of unknown position. The Alfa Romeo driver, he's come out of nowhere, he's pulled the great strategy, and he's run away with it at the very last lap. Steve
As we
rounds the final corners through the Sachs curve. It's going to be him out of turn 17. It's Steve winning the 28 laps of Hockenheim.
and it's going to be a photo finish between the two, and it's going to be Nura who's going to pull ahead of Poco right at the line.
Double podium for Alpine. Regardless of that, though, it's a win for Steve, a brand new winner, but it's not an expected winner. It was normally, if we were going to expect any sort of winners, it would be Poco, it would be Pip, it would be Nura, it would be Hayas. But just surpassing them all for this weekend.